legends are coming together for the Challenge 40 Battle of the Eras. Kaycee Clark and Devin Walker here to tell you all about it. Thank you both so much for your time today.
Thanks for having us, Rudy.
Thanks for having us.
Devin, let's go ahead and start with you. You talk about the very first time you got that call that you were not kind of physically prepared, you weren't mentally prepared, you didn't really know what the show was about. Tell us a little bit about that and maybe going into the Challenge 40.
Yeah, well, I definitely have a better idea of what I'm getting myself into. And, you know, my story arc has come a long way, obvious from a true layup to a challenge champion. So this is the first game I'm going to be playing with that champion tag. And hopefully I can still continue to fly under the radar. I'm just hoping to have a better performance than the Bears last year.
Fair enough. I mean, of course, Kaycee, winner of season 37, and Devin from season number 38. Kaycee, talk a little bit about maybe some of the, the people are excited to see the OG members. People are excited to see some of the newer cast members they just recently finished, watching. Tell us a little bit about that dynamic when you first got to see everybody who was competing.
Yeah, I feel like the viewers, they've been following the challenge. It's been 40 seasons, right? And you have the OGs that's really paved the way. It's to have us newcomers come in. We really have to gain our respect because we're rocking with people that have been doing this for a while. We got 20 plus years. We got legends. They've seen it all. So to be a part of this, it's amazing. And I know the viewers are going to love it because all eras have different styles of gameplay, and to see that all mesh within 40 people in a pressure cooker in a game that everyone wants to win this season 40 is intense. It's no mercy all across the board, and I'm excited for the viewers to see it. It's just gonna be so many different aspects that they're gonna be seeing, and it's gonna be fun.
26 years of the show, this is the 40th season, and there's always a twist. There's always something going on. And I feel like the stakes are even higher this time around. How do you mentally prepare? Devin, I'll go ahead and start with you, especially knowing that anything could happen in any moment.
The only way that you can prepare is to be prepared for the unexpected. As soon as you think that you have a stranglehold on this game, or really even a footing, you are mistaken. And if you're not able to adjust your strategy, you're going to have a real hard time, because what you think worked yesterday is not going to work today. And the blueprint always continues to change based off of the twists, based off of who gets eliminated, who wins and gets power. What era at this stage in the game has got a little bit of an advantage. So what we're going to see is the people with a really strong mindset and the ones that can adjust their strategies on the fly, they're going to do really well.
What about for you, Kaycee?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I go into the mindset of not having any expectations. The game turns so much. There's so many twists and turns throughout the whole entire season. And because, there's things that change every 30 minutes, every hour. There's so much that changes within 24 hours because there's different conversations. There's so much going on. Who can I trust? Who can I not trust? What scenario is going to happen? If I win this, if I lose this, there's so many different things going on. So you really cannot predict anything. TJ has so many tricks up his sleeve. He does not care, right? He will throw a wrench into our plan every week, and we just don't know what's going to happen. So in order to get through this game efficiently is to be able to adapt and just be able to just be ready for anything that comes your way. Because TJ doesn't play around. He doesn't care.
Yeah, you just brought up an excellent point, because you can go back and watch every single season and see how each of these players strategize, maybe what they did, and try to go off of that, but they may have changed their strategy too. So you have to really go in with just an open mind, because you have no idea what anybody's going to do.
Exactly.
For both of you, what scares you the most, or what do you feel like you have to prepare for the most, as far as heights, the dark, water, speed, or is it just a little bit of everything? Devin, if you want to go ahead and start.
Yeah, it's always a mixed bag. You don't know what you're going to get. If you're someone that scares easily, this is not the game for you. You could be on a building one day, in the ocean the next, on a mountainside the next, solving a puzzle the next day. So you really have to be well-rounded. You have to know that there's going to be moments that you maybe not necessarily doubt yourself, but you feel like this particular game is not in your wheelhouse. And it's how you perform in those moments when your back's against the wall that separates a contender from a champion.
What about for you,
Yep,
Kaycee?
yep. I feel like just thinking of this season, first of all, and being in Vietnam, very, very hot. I think this would have to be the first season where it's really hot, and you step outside, you can barely breathe. And I'm a Cali kid. This is not my vibe. And so there's that. And then honestly, being in a house full of people with 39 other people, that's I've never done that before. So that's a challenge in itself. But you gotta just roll with the punches. But yeah, definitely the amount of people in the house and the weather. So
And
Vietnam's
bananas.
beautiful, but it's hot.
And Johnny Bananas there too.
Yeah, his voice echoes throughout this whole damn house. Okay, I know where he's at every time between 40 people. So
What were your thoughts, Devin, when you first saw Johnny in the house?
I mean, I'm 38. Me and Johnny worked together, and we both made it to the final, and I beat him again. So I never have been scared, never will be scared. And honestly, I'd like to play with Johnny. It's just whether or not he, wants to play this game with me.
We'll have to wait and find out. The Challenge 40 Battle of the Eras coming to us Wednesday, August 14th on MTV. Devin and Kaycee, thank you both so much for your time today.
Appreciate it.
So much.
Thank you.